So today we are revising what we did in term 1. And as such, it is fitting that we start with the number system. Guys, do we all remember what all of these are? Natural numbers, whole numbers, rational numbers, integers? I hope we do. I sure hope we all remember. And I'm about to check right now if we all remember. Who wants to help me fill this table out? Remember, you tick all of the blocks that apply, and Tanda's hand is there. Oh, I'm gonna help you. Yes, Tanda.
Hello.
Hello.
So the first one is a natural number.
What's happening in the first one, Tando? It's the square root of?
The first one. Oh,
yes.
It's not a natural number.
Okay. So this is a square root of 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Is 2 a perfect square? Are we gonna get a nice full number like 2 or 5? No, right?
No, I'm not, ma'am.
Exactly. So it can't be a natural number necessarily, which means it also can't be a whole number.
Whole number.
Is it a rational number?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Is it a rational? Guys, what's the definition of rational numbers?
Oh, no, ma'am, it's not.
Remember, you're going to get a number that is not recurring. So it cannot be a rational number. Thank you. Mpo in the chat has already told us that it is irrational. Is it an integer, Tando?
It's not, ma'am.
It's not an integer. So the first one was a trick because it is none of these that are on the board. Don't run away. You're going to do -5 with me, né?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is -5 a natural number?
No, ma'am.
No, it's not. Is it a whole number?
No, ma'am.
Is it a rational number?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is. Is it an integer?
An integer, ma'am.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much, Sando. Let's see if we can find someone to help me fill in the rest of them. Nobody's hand is up. I can't believe this. Guys, come on now. Someone to help me fill the last 2. There we go. Mpo was like, I'm up for the challenge. Yes, Mpo.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
You're gonna help me fill this one out. What's this little deal over here? What do we call this?
It's an irrational number because it is not a whole number. It is not a whole number. It is not a rational number. It is not even an integer.
So it's none of these. But what do we call this number?
It's a third or something.
It's pi. We call it pi. Don't forget that. Pi. Not the pie we eat, guys. I like food, but not that much. It's just pi. Okay, it's not PIE. Okay, let's do the last one together, Mpo. What is the cube root of 64?
4.
That would be 4. So, is it a natural number?
Yes.
Is it a whole number?
No, ma'am.
What are whole numbers?
It is a whole number.
Is it a rational number?
Yep.
And an integer?
No.
Hi, Bump. What are integers?
Positive and negative, of course it is.
Thank you, Mpo. That was
You're welcome.
That was too easy for us. That was way too easy for us. But I feel like we still need to go through the definitions of these words that we have at the top here. Who wants to give me the definition for natural number, whole number, integers, and rational numbers? In the chat, or put your hands up. There we go. Amashe is like, boom, I'm here. Yes, Amashe. Which one are you giving me?
Natural number, the whole thing, ma'am.
Oh, you want to give me all of them? Beautiful.
Natural numbers are numbers that start from 1 to infinity.
Beautiful. So these are counting numbers, right?
Whole numbers.
Counting, you start counting at 1. Beautiful. Whole numbers?
Whole numbers start from 0 to infinity.
Okay, whole numbers are from 0 to infinity.
Rational numbers are written as a fraction or are a fraction.
So can be written as a fraction or are a fraction. So can be written as a over b, right? And then an integer.
Positive and negative numbers.
Does it include 0?
Yes.
So positive and negative numbers, including 0. Thank you very much. That was beautiful. I have one more question, guys. You said integers are positive and negative numbers, including 0. So is 1, 5 an integer? Is 1, 5 an integer? Let me know in the chat. You guys said integers are positive and negative numbers, including 0. So now I'm going to ask you, is 1, 5 an integer? Ooh, one says yes, one says no. What does everybody else say? There's about 37 of you in here. Ooh, there's yes and no and yes and yes and no and yes. Those who are saying no and those who are saying yes, tell me why. Is it an integer or why it is not an integer? So the question was, is 1, 5 an integer? It's a decimal. Okay. Yes, Tabang, but I wanted to know if it's an integer. Thank you. Whoever Zoom user is, thank you. So remember, integers are positive and negative whole numbers. So you do not include fractions and decimals. So the condition here is they have to be whole numbers. Thank you. I just wanted to see that we all remember, okay? Don't get tripped up and tricked into thinking integers can also include decimals and fractions because they can't. Okay, that was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now let's talk about order of operations. Okay, this term we started with the number system, but it all has to do with the order of operations. So we started with whole numbers and then integers and then exponents, all of which can be fit into the order of operations. So at first we have brackets. So if you see anything inside brackets, i.e. 4 plus 3, you work inside the bracket first. Oratile, do you have a question? Hi, Oratile.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, my question is, ma'am, at first, ma'am, we were told it's bedmas, ma'am, and then they introduced bedmas, ma'am. It can sometimes be confusing. So, ma'am, when we write it down, ma'am, is it fine to write both, like the E and the O?
That's fine. So if you want to write E or O, that is okay. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
As long as you understand what the order of doing it is.
Thank you,
But
ma'am.
I prefer exponents because we work a lot with exponents in this grade. We've done so many exponents, including the laws. So I do prefer E, so just so you know where exponents fit in. But it's fine if you prefer the O, okay? Cool. So first, if you have brackets, as I said, you work inside the brackets and you work out what's going on in there. And then next, obviously, it's exponents and surds. Meaning, if you have these people and these people, you work those out next. Okay, so after your brackets, you look for surds. Yo, we are starting with this BOMDAS and BEMDAS, guys. And BEMSA and whoop, confusing. But it's fine, as long as you guys get the points. The reason you can swap around the division and multiplication is because you can do these in either order. So these two, you can swap them around. Some people do say BEMDAS or BOMDAS because you're allowed to swap these two. So if you have a sum that only contains division and multiplication, you quite literally just go from left to right, solving the sum. Okay, so divide and multiply can be interchanged in this rule. It's just easier to say bedmas than it is to say bedmas. Right? Okay, someone else, is there a difference between bedmas and bedmas? No, there isn't, okay? The order is the same. Exponents are contained in this O that you find over here. They are contained, okay? Some people call it operations, some people call it order of operations, but exponents are still contained in the O. Why did they change? Because it makes more sense. It's easier to explain that exponents come after brackets than to explain why operations means exponents and surds. Do you understand? So it's easier. As I said, let's talk about your lower grades. You wouldn't focus as much on exponents, right? But in grades maybe 7 and 8, you start being introduced to squares and cubes and cube roots or square roots. So it makes more sense to change it to an E, right? So that you know where those fit in the order of operations. Because up till now, you've been doing a lot of adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, and then suddenly you have this topic called exponents, and you're like, what? So it's easier for you, if you use bedmas in this grade, it's easier for you to know exactly where exponents fit in. I hope I answered your question. Similarly, add and subtract can be swapped around. So you can first add or you can first subtract. If you have a sum that only contains addition and subtraction, then they are interchangeable. Okay. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. So let us apply some of our order of operation rules. Where are my sums? Okay, there's the first one. See, there I am helping you think. You see that? I'm so nice, guys. I am helping you think. So let us do the first one. I feel like it is not bad. And I'm going to put it up here and understand why it's so low. I'm going to put it at the top so that we have space to fill it in. Now, let's talk about bedmas that we just viewed. Okay. Do we have brackets? Yes, it is my big emoji thinking. Yeah. See, I have the same earrings today and the glasses on. So it looks more like me today. I love it. I'm so proud of this emoji, but it's fine. Okay, guys. We have brackets, okay? But here's the trick, guys. Is there anything you can do inside these brackets? Remember I said brackets are if you have anything to work out inside. So do not be confused. Remember, if I have a 2 plus 3 with a squared outside, brackets means first add these in the inside, and then you can square because exponents is after brackets. But in this case, these brackets are just showing us that the 5 is negative and the 2 is negative. That's all they're doing. Okay? Are we understanding what I'm saying, guys? I know you can see brackets, but you have to apply logic to it. Is there any brackets that need to be worked out? Not necessarily, because what are you going to do inside of here? All you have is a negative 5. You don't have a negative 5 plus 2 or negative 5 minus 10 or a negative 5, whatever. All you have is a negative 5. Here, all you have is a negative 2. So it's just showing you, that was an example, Gigi. So in this case, our brackets don't necessarily mean you're working out anything. They're just showing you that this negative belongs to the 2 and this negative belongs to the 5. Do we understand what I'm saying, guys? It's very important to distinguish these two different scenarios when it comes to brackets. So sometimes brackets just contain the operation like negative 2 or plus 5, and sometimes they actually have to be worked out. I hope we understand what I'm saying. So we've dealt with brackets. There really aren't any brackets in this case. What is after brackets in my rule? Tell me. In bedmas, what does the E stand for? We've dealt with brackets. What is E? Exponents. Do we have exponents in this case? Do we have exponents? Yes, we do. Now let's deal with them. Let's deal with the first one over here. Over here. Okay, so we have a negative 2 squared. Tell me in the chat, in the brackets, tell me in the chat, what does that mean? Thank you, Elsie. It is positive 4, but negative 2. Now do we see why we needed the brackets, guys? These brackets are telling you that you are squaring the whole negative 2, as in you are saying negative 2 times negative 2. And 2 negatives give you what? Thank you, Paul. Do we see now the use of these brackets? These are not brackets that need to be worked out. These are brackets that are just giving you additional information. So 2 negatives give you a positive, and 2 times 2 is 4. Beautiful. Minus, I'm going to leave this alone. Plus, we have another exponent over there. Another exponent over here. Tell me what is 4 squared? Equals. That's what my answer is. This is just to help you work out. What's 4 squared? And 4 can't be the only person who knows how much 4 squared is. There we go. There we go, guys. So 4 squared is 16. Okay, equals. So now we've dealt with brackets and exponents. Multiplication. Guys, even though this doesn't say so, this situation over here with the 2 operations is a multiplication problem, okay? There might not be a number there with the negative, but it is a 1. So it's basically negative 1 times negative 5. Tell me 2 negatives give you what? If you're multiplying a negative with a negative, what do you get? A positive. And we have 5 times 1, which is just 5, plus 16. And our final answer is how much? So we have 4 plus 5, which is 9, plus 16, which is 25. Easy enough. Easy enough, now. Wow, I love the participation today. Like there's a sense of someone. Do you feel it today? There's like answers coming in. It's not like I love it.
Yes, I literally wanted to type in the chat that I love how everyone is answering today.
Yeah, today everyone's like, we are here to do it.
I think it's the holidays. Everyone is happy.
Right? Guys, you can't work harder during holidays. I can't believe it. Oratile?
Hi, ma'am.
Yep.
So ma'am, there's one mistake that I did, but I got the same answer, ma'am.
Where's your mistake?
Ma'am, I made a mistake after I got the negative 2 times negative 2, ma'am. I said negative 4. But ma'am, when I calculated it, ma'am, it also gave me 25, ma'am. So ma'am, I was asking, ma'am.
Let's check.
Ma'am. Because ma'am, I was asking, ma'am, let's say, ma'am, I put the negative by mistake, ma'am. Will they mark me wrong, ma'am, even though my final answer is correct?
Yes, unfortunately, we will mark you wrong. I mark my learners wrong when they do that.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Unfortunately, but you must check. Okay, but if you got the final answer right, it's possible that you just forgot to write the operation. So in some cases, I feel kind, and I will give you the mark. But in cases where it's a really long sum and you keep rewriting the incorrect one, then I'm gonna wonder how you got that answer. You see?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, I don't know why I'm doing that with my computer. Technology is not my friend. Let's move on to the next one. Let's do B. Let's do B. Okay, again, we can see brackets there, but I've already explained that those brackets are containing the negative. They're just telling you that we have a negative 5. They're not brackets that we have to work out. Okay, so let me know, how do we start? Where do we go with this? Let me know in the chat. Brackets, no brackets, but we have exponents. Yes, thank you, Amahle. We have exponents. So guys, I would recommend you just keep rewriting these the way they are, okay? Someone's gonna ask me, ma'am, can't you just work out some in one step and all of that? You can, but if you make a mistake, you are in trouble. Oh, that's plus 18. Divided by, what's 3 squared, guys? Tell me what 3 squared is. That is the exponents that we have in this case. So tell me what 3 squared is. 9. Beautiful. So we've dealt with brackets and exponents. Multiplication. Do we have a multiplication in our case? Yes, we do. Tell me what the answer for our multiplication section is. I'm going to highlight it very nicely for those of you who might still be like, what? Where is this multiplication? It is over here. So tell me what the answer is. Thank you, Amahle. Can I have more answers in the chat? Thank you, Oliver. Paul. Yes, so we have a positive 2 multiplied by a negative 5. Remember, SNV. Okay, but we don't have variables in this case. My point is you first deal with the sign or symbol in front of your answer. Okay, so you ask yourself, a positive and a negative give you what? And they give you a negative. Then we deal with the numbers. Then 2 times 5 will just give you 10. Then I said, rewrite everything the way it is. So this is after this. Next step, we've dealt with multiplications. Do we have any division? Thank you, guys. I'm loving the participation today. Do we have any division? Newton already gave me the answer. Those of you might not see it at the end here. You divide before you add, okay? Don't make that mistake. A lot of my learners where I work made the mistake of adding first before dividing. So negative 10, you do not do anything about it. You just leave it there. Then 18 divided by 9, both are positive. So you're going to get a positive answer 2. Now we have dipped into integers. Tell me, guys, what is negative 10 plus 2? Why didn't we start with division? I literally just went down with BODMAS. But multiplication, remember I said you can have BOMDAS or BODMAS. Were you here when I said they're interchangeable? So remember, division and multiplication are interchangeable. You can either multiply first or divide first. Thank you very much, guys. It looks like we are brilliant at our integers. That is the only, I think, hard part about why. Okay, scroll here. Whatever. Negative 8. Okay, I see a hand. Tando. Hi, Tando.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, so I just wanted to find out, if ever like I'm in a test and will they mark me wrong if I don't do the part where it says 2 times bracket minus 5 and like I don't get the answer? Like the answer is minus 10, right? But then when I was doing this sum, I just went straight to the answer. So I wanted to find out, will they penalize me for not like writing the entire thing?
You mean writing step by step? No. So let's say you went from this step to the second last one there.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll get a mark for correctly multiplying these. You'll get a mark for correctly dividing these, as long as I see the answers for those two. Okay.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
And then you'll get a mark for correctly adding. Yes, Chichi, you do all the steps, but remember, I said multiplication and division are interchangeable. We didn't add and divide in the same step. We multiplied and divided in the same step. But the point is you added and you times and you divided. So you don't go from here, from 2 times negative 5, and then suddenly write equals negative 8. Do you understand? The point is we can see where you multiplied and where you added. If you have a negative 10 there, then I know that you multiplied 2 by negative 5. If I have a 2 there, then I know you divided 18 by 9. So I want to see the answers for those sections. I want to see a negative 10. I want to see a 2, and then I want to see where you correctly add them. So we didn't skip any steps, Chichi. Do you understand? These are great questions, guys. Okay, let's go. Don't look at this for now. I know you guys are gonna freak out. Don't look at it. Okay, let's talk about C. What's happening there by C? What's happening by C? If you were in a test, how would you tackle this? How would we tackle this if we were in a test? It went quite very quickly. What's going on? Nolitando. Hi, Nolitando.
Hi, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
So, ma'am, I think that you should minus 200 minus 79.
That is correct. This surge thing acts like a big bracket, guys. If we had brackets here, you would first subtract them. You can't first do surge even though it comes after what? Brackets. So you treat this as a bracket. So what is 200 minus 79, guys? Let me know what 200 minus 79 is. Don't freak out, guys. Don't freak out.
121.
121. 121 over 11. Okay, now what? What's our next step, guys? What would we do after this?
Ma'am, I think you should divide 121 by 11.
Thank you. So divide for me. What's
Ma'am,
121 divided by
121 is 11.
11. And from here on, if they said leave your answer in third form, then you are done. But if you have your calculator, then you're allowed to go punch it in your calculator. Hopefully your teacher is nicer than I am and doesn't give you one that's complicated and gives you one that you can actually square root. Sorry, guys, my bad. But guys, do you see? You just follow your rules. You just follow your rules, okay? So this, if everything is under this, it acts as one big bracket. You just do everything that's inside before you do what is outside. Thank you, Elsie. That would be an irrational answer. I like that we are practicing our number system as well. This would be irrational because it is not a perfect square. You will get some sort of decimal answer. Okay, let's go to this beautiful one over here. Let's go to this beautiful one over here. Who's gonna do this one with me? Anybody? Somebody? Right? That's true. It's actually not scary at all. It's very pretty. Okay, Gigi. ... Jump scare. You guys are so dramatic. I can't believe this. The drama. I'm just glad you guys didn't go quiet to be like, I'm out. Okay, Elsie's gonna do this one with me. Hello.
Hi, ma'am.
You ready?
Not really, but I can try.
Okay, let's talk about it. What is the first thing in our order of operations? Be careful, Amashe.
Brackets.
Brackets. Look what we have here. This is what I was talking about. You see that we have a sum inside the brackets.
Yes, ma'am.
So we do have to work out brackets first. So tell me, how would I resolve those brackets? What's 5 minus 8?
5 minus 8 equals 2 minus 3.
Negative 3. Beautiful. We have resolved our brackets. Do you see any other brackets there?
You said the power, like the square root, also acts as a bracket. I'm not sure if that's also a sort of bracket.
That's if you have a sum under it. You see how we had a whole sum under it?
Oh, now I got it.
So technically, we are done with brackets. What's after brackets?
Exponents.
Exponents. We have quite a few of exponents here, né? We have
Yes, ma'am.
quite a few of those. So we have one there, we have one there, we have one there, and we have a third over here. So let's resolve each of them one by one. What is negative 3 squared? That would be negative 3 times negative 3. Let me know.
Equals to negative 27.
Think about it carefully. What do two negatives give you? Negative times negative gives you?
Oh, -3 minus -3. Not -3 times -3, right? It's giving me an error.
Oh, it's because you're supposed to use your brain. Check here on the screen with me. Remember, when you multiply two negatives, what do you get?
Multiply two negative, you get a positive.
Positive, and then 3 times 3?
3 times 3 is equal to 9.
9. Beautiful. We're done with that one. Now we have 4 cubed. That means 4 times 4 times 4. What is 4 times 4 times 4? 4 times 4 is 16. And then if you times it by 4?
276.
What is 16 times 4? Remember, only 3 of them. I think you might have...
Oh, 64.
64, beautiful. Plus 15. You can't do anything with the 15. That's just a number. And now we have 1 cubed. What's 1 times 1 times 1?
1.
1 plus, what is the square root of 49?
Square root of 49. 7.
7. See, it wasn't that bad.
Yes, ma'am.
See? Now let's deal with the numerator and denominators separately. Now we have to, all we have is additions now. Isn't this pretty easy? We have addition, addition, addition. So now we just have to add 9 plus 64 plus 15.
9 plus 64 plus 15. 88.
We have 88 over 1 plus 7 is
8.
8. Can we simplify this fraction?
Yes.
How do we simplify it?
88 divided by 8.
Which is how much?
11.
11. See, it wasn't that bad, Elsie. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done. How are we feeling about this, guys? Thumbs up, thumbs down. How's everybody feeling about this? I see you guys in the chat. You guys have been doing pretty incredibly good. Wunte's laughing there. I'm feeling good, Lord. Why don't you believe? You must believe, guys. Beautiful. You guys are doing so well. I love it. It is pretty easy. See, if you just follow the order of operations, you must have confidence that you know what you're doing. And I'm going to tell you guys to not use your calculators, because that's going to build your confidence. You guys can do this in your brains. You don't need calculators. Okay. Cool. Let's have a brain break. Let's have a brain break. Chi-Chi's hand went up first. Yo, it was like boom. Chi-Chi?
Hello, ma'am.
You ready?
Of course I am.
Would you rather have no internet or no cell phone?
I would have no internet, ma'am.
So you'd rather buy data for your cell phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I can't survive. I cannot survive.
You said no internet. So even if you have data, what are you going to do with it? Let's talk about it. If you
A
don't
lot
have
of
internet, like what?
I would go on Netflix and watch anime. Yes. Ma'am, I can't survive
on Netflix.
I
Because
can't
you can log
survive.
into the internet, log into Netflix. Chi-Chi, don't go around, please.
Ma'am, I can't survive a week without my phone. I can't. I cannot.
No problem.
No.
This is an addiction.
Yes. Anime is my addiction. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you are being dramatic, Bridget. I told you guys. You guys are just like, oh my gosh. No phone. We have other devices. Yeah, Stepan. Okay, who's next? Let's see who's next. Oratile. Hi, Oratile.
Hi, ma'am.
Exactly, Simone. What are you gonna do without the intellect? I don't understand. You ready, Oratile?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you rather receive cleaning supplies or a weighing scale as a present?
Cleaning surprise.
Ooh,
Supplies.
guys, they're both offensive. It's just me who feels like that. Like if you get a scale, they're telling you to fix your weight. But if you get cleaning supplies, they're telling you your house is dirty. Guys, I don't know what I would rather get. Honestly, I'd rather get a scale. It is emotional damage. It really is. Oh, Attila, why would you rather get cleaning supplies?
Cause ma'am, cleaning, ma'am, is just like, ma'am, it's like a hobby to me, ma'am.
Yo, Oratile, do you wanna come live with me? I just wanna see something. Just a few days, you don't have to stay forever. Just, just, just wanna see something. Thanks, Oratile.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm glad you guys agree that a scale is very offensive. Like, why would you give me a scale? Are you telling me something? Bridget, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Would you rather never brush your teeth or never brush your hair? And you're not allowed to cut your hair. So you must just let it grow, but never brush it.
Oh, ma'am, the dandruff in never brushing your hair. But the breath. Okay, never brush your hair.
Nobody wants to have smelly teeth.
Ma'am, talking to people is gonna be horrible.
You guys are so dramatic in the chat. I am dead. Tando would never brush teeth. Hi, Botado. Hi, guys.
You're going to a
But
job
also,
interview and
Sunday, I don't know if you're allowed to wash it, but you can't brush it. And imagine it's just growing, like it keeps growing. Actually, you can't wear a weave over an uncontrollable thing on your head that you don't know what's going on. We care about our oral hygiene. Okay, guys. I like putting you guys in tight spots. This is fantastic. You're not allowed to shave, Amate. That was the condition. You cannot shave your hair. A mountain of hair. No wig. Novoyo, you are next. Hi, Novoyo.
Hello, ma'am.
Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. Would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands?
Ish.
Like, would you rather have your hands where your feet are? Your feet where your hands are.
Hands for feet, ma'am.
So you'd rather have these there down there by your feet.
Yes,
Yeah, you
ma'am.
have to wear weird shoes. I never thought about that.
Ew, ma'am. It's better.
Guys, we should have balance. So imagine trying to walk on your hands every day. I don't know, guys. I just like making you guys uncomfortable. I enjoy it. Just wear slippers. Well, your slippers are gonna have to look like gloves, my dear. You're gonna have to have gloves for your feet. Thanks, guys. I have a last one. Paul, are you ready? Gloves.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you rather walk to school in snow every single day or in 40 degrees weather every single day?
Oh, hey,
Every
ma'am.
day.
I'll gotta walk to school, ma'am.
But like in snow or in heat?
No, in heat, ma'am. In heat.
In it, so you'd rather sweat every day. 40 degrees is very hot.
No, ma'am, I'm changing it. It's slow,
Ah,
ma'am.
imagine you can't take
No,
off your blazer.
no, ma'am,
And
just
you're
imagine.
walking in the heat every day. Your blazer will smell very special, to say the least.
Hi, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm walking slow, man. Oh, hi.
But you do know you can get frostbite on your toes.
every day. Hot.
You know your toes can
No
get
passing
frostbite. Listen, people.
you sweat. Ah.
But imagine your toes can get frostbite, guys. And then your toes are gonna fall off. It's a mushroom, Dimple, I think. Your toes are gonna fall right off. No, Chichi, right in the chat. We have to move on. I have fastest fingers first. So I'm gonna show you a bunch of questions and you are gonna bombard me with answers. Guys, the trick is you don't have to start at number one. You just pick a question that you think you can answer the quickest. And as soon as you have the question, the answer, as soon as you have the answer, you post it in the chat. I am expecting to see a very busy chat. Okay, are we ready? Before I show the questions, are we ready? Okay, I see thumbs up in the reactions. Akunzi's the only one who's ready. Oh, no voyo, there we go. We're ready. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. Fastest fingers first. Use bedmas. And whatever question you solve first, you put the answer in the chat. Let me zoom out because there are 20 of them. There we go. Whatever you got first, you put the answer in the chat. You can pick whichever one, but you make sure you're the fastest one to finish it before someone else steals it. Let's go, guys. That's the stuff you know. It's just podmas, bedmas, bomdas, das. Yeah. Woo! Guys, you must tell me which number it is. It doesn't help you just give me an answer. There we go. Kempo has an answer for number one. Zoom user, you need to give me which number you're solving. You can't just put, please zoom in. I can't see. Zoom, who asked that? Please try and zoom in on your side. Otherwise, you guys won't see all the questions at once, which is what I need for you guys. Give it to us. Is that better? Do it on your page quickly and tell me the answer. Oh, we have conflicting answers for number one. Some said 65, some said 97. Oh, 18 is 6, 11 is 11, 2 is 2. Guys, are you sure? I'm starting to get suspicious. Number 20 is 6, number 4 is 52, number 20 is 729. Someone just said number 20 is 6, guys. Woo! Let us see what's going on. I'm giving you guys 2 more minutes for the fastest fingers first. Write down your answers as quickly as possible on your page there, because I'm going to write all the questions as much as possible and you're going to check how many got right. Number 8 is 0, apparently. Number 4 is 52. Number 17 is 2. Whew. Guys, I've gotten like 4 answers for number 20. I'm interested to see which one is right. 16 for number 2. Okay, you two agree. Number 4 is 52. Number 3. I haven't seen anyone answer Boma number 14. Like, I see you guys skipping that intentionally. Number 11, number 9, number 13. Come on, guys, challenge yourselves. Number 16 is 17. 3 is 41. 1 more minute to do as many of these as possible before I give you the answers and you check yourself. So what's going to happen is, after this, you are going to tell me how many you got right. over how many you attempted. So if you attempted 10, you're going to say, so out of the 10, I got 8 right. So 8 out of 10. If you attempted all 20, you're going to say 3 over 20 or 18 over 20. Okay. If you want to still attempt while I'm doing, then you can. Novuyo, you can still go. Number 40, yo, 5,0265,256. Number 15 is 145. Attempt as many as possible, guys. As many as possible. I'm going to try and write down as many as possible now. Okay, let's check. For number 1, we have 7 squared, which is 49, plus 4 squared, which is 60. That gives you 59, 65. I'm pretty sure I saw answers that were different. Pretty sure I saw answers that were different. I don't know what's going on. But it's fine. I'm going to keep going. You guys will tell me if I make a mistake. Okay, number 2. 48 divided by 6 is 8. Squared would be 64 divided by 4 is 60. Number 3. 150 divided by 25 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 35, which is 1, 4, 80 divided by 5. I don't like these questions because they actually require my brain to work. Guys, what on earth is 80 divided by 5? Let's see. So it's 116 plus 6 squared, which is 36. And that's going to be 4252. And 5 times 8 divided by 4 would be 10 plus 5 squared, which is 25. And then my stylus was like, I'm not going to work anymore. I'm tired. Plus 25, which is 35. People who tried those ones so far, how are we going? How are we going? I got 5 correct so far. Okay, we're getting somewhere, Chichi. We're getting somewhere. Let's not make sure your Zoom user. Okay, 4 correct so far. It's going good. Okay, I love it. I love it, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Number 6. Where's number 6? 90 plus 4, 8, 12 squared is 144 minus 75. 90 minus 75 is 15 plus 144 would be 159, I believe. Number 7 is 7 times 8. I almost added before I multiplied, guys. Whew. I should have added that this is supposed to be mental math. I hope you guys haven't been using calculators. I should have added. Now I'm starting to be suspicious of some of these answers. I'm starting to be suspicious of some of these answers. Okay, what's 7 times 8, guys? 16, 32, 52, 54. There we go. No, ma'am, we're not guilty. Ah, Bridget, Chiti, do you see that your stories are not coming together? Do you see that your stories are not coming together? You're both telling me different things. Some say we're not guilty. Some are saying we are guilty. Plus 12. Plus 12, that would be 68. 7, 8. Your stories are not coming together. Busted. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Ma'am, are you going to explain some answers? Zoom user, put your hand up so I can explain so far what you don't understand. The rest of you keep going. Please raise your hand if there's an answer that you don't get. There we go. Hello. 8 squared, 64 minus. Zoom user, you're gonna have to unmute. Hello?
Hi, ma'am.
There we go. Which one don't you understand?
There we go. Which one don't you understand? Ma'am, number one, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a different sound source there? It's disturbing us a bit. There we go.
Ma'am,
Okay.
it's plus 4 to the power 2 plus 9 minus 5 to the power 2, right?
What's 4 plus 3?
Excuse me. 4 plus 3 is 7, ma'am.
7 squared is?
7 squared is 49.
Okay, do you get the first part?
No.
Why?
Okay, no.
But you just did it. 4 plus 3 is 7. And if you
Ma'am.
square that, it's 49.
Yes, ma'am.
And then 9 minus 5 is?
Ma'am, it's 4.
4 squared?
16.
Do you see how I got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to finish these off in our next lesson. I'm gonna just project the memo. I'm giving you guys a few minutes to screenshot the rest of these. No calculators. Screenshot the rest of them. Next lesson, this is where we are starting off. And I will conclude the lesson right there, except I'm first gonna have to do this one over here. What's 2 to the power of 6? That would be 8, 16, 32, 64. So the answer is 0. Okay.